This is my final look of Kaley Cuoco's wedding look. I'm doing it now for you, so come, let's go through the journey together. So first we started with Skyn Iceland. I'm obsessed with these, you guys. You know that I'm obsessed with these. These are the Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. They're not paying me for this video. I asked them if I could have a code. So there is a code, it's Jamie25. Woo, 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 work, 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 work. Okay, so keep those on for 20 minutes. We had them on, you can see it in the picture, we had them on. And while we were waiting, we got her ready with the moisturizing cream, Mer. Only the best for my girl on her wedding day, cha-ching. You don't wanna waste the Mer, you know what I mean, you guys? Like, this right here is about $35 worth of Mer. So just, you know, you wanna use it on the people that count. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, while all that bakes into the skin, I'm gonna go for the eye. We're starting with the Anastasia brow pencil. This one right here. And we're gonna do the brows. For her wedding, she wanted fuller brows, so we did fuller brows. Nice, nice queen. Okay, so we got our brows. We wanted the lids to be a little bit natural, so I took these shimmer veils from Cover FX in Celestial and Magic, because that's what the night was all about, magic and celestial. And we dabbed it all over the lid. And it gives this really, this one is Magic, and this is the one that has like kind of a pink hue to it, but it's like starry and pink. And we got it like right here in the inner crease and then just kind of blotted it all over the lid. And it just gives that, I mean, I have old lady eyes, but it was giving her this like beautiful sheen, and it picked up on all the lighting. And then I took a little bit of Celestial, so I'm gonna put a little bit over here. And again, it's just this, it's called a shimmer veil, and that's exactly what it is, just like a veil for your, we didn't want to put too much eyeshadow on. We just wanted it to be like light and airy, like the starry night that it was. And then I took a little Celestial and we put a little of that right in the corner, like so. And then just kind of blotted it with my ring finger like that. And like, this is the type of thing, if you wanted, you could put a little bit like right here if you wanted, but it just gives this real glowy, pretty finish. This really pretty, just light base on the eyes. Again, I call it like a starry night on the eyes. So we have the eyes, just so pretty. Wanted everything to pop and stay, so I took 24 karat gold from this highlighting palette, also from Cover FX. And I kind of went over the corner where Celestial was and just buffed it out with a little of this. And kind of just did a little bit of this on the whole eye. And what it does is it kind of fuses the two textures, so you have no beginning and no end to the textures. It's just kind of a wash on the eye. Next, I took Burt's Bees Nourishing Mascara in black, and I applied it to the upper and lower lashes. This formula is 100% natural, which is really hard to find in a mascara. And what I love is it really separates each lash. It doesn't make them clumpy, and we wanted this look to be super natural. And it defines nicely, and it doesn't shed, like it doesn't fall. It smells good. I always smell everything. So again, just placed it all over the lashes, top and bottom. Also, this black, for some reason, is like a very mild black. I know that sounds weird, but there's like really inky blacks and light blacks. This is like a nice middle of the road color that if you're looking for a more natural look, sometimes brown is too natural. We wanted her eyes to stick out, but this was the perfect in-between black color. Voila. Next, I took Burt's Bees, their little pencil, the Nourishing eyeliner in soft black. There it is again, that soft black. So I took this and then I filled in her lash line. So again, Kaley wanted super natural, so instead of doing like a line on the top of the eyeliner, we did it underneath in the lash line. So we filled in the lash line, made it really dark, and that just defined her eye area. You don't always have to use eyeliner on the top of your eye, but if you want to have definition, you always want to fill in the lash line or add strip lashes, and we did both. So next we took the Demi lashes, and I'm cutting them into 3. I'm pulling them, you have to be really careful when you pull them down. Gotta pull them down so you don't like lose the actual form of the lash. We took the Demi lashes out. These are Ardell Demi lashes, and what I'm gonna do is cut them into 3 parts. So you can see I cut them into 3. Let me move this apart. Cut them into 3. And now I'm gonna take this strip lash adhesive. I'm gonna take this little lash and I'm going to paint it with the adhesive. This little lash of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Okay, so we're putting the adhesive here. And I like to use this adhesive when I don't really want to use eyeliner on the top lash line because it's a little bit easier to control than the glue in the tube. It also dries a little faster. And we're gonna place this on the outside. This one's gonna be on the outside, then we're gonna do the middle one and then the last one. So let that dry a little bit. This is live, people, so if mistakes happen, they happen. There's nothing we can do about it. So we're just gonna place it on the outside right here. You can get in there with your hands if you need be. Here we go. Got it. Got it. Kinda got it. There we go. Okay. So we got just that outside wing. Look what that does to the eye. Just a little wing wing. Then we take the middle part. Now you're wondering, why do you cut these? If you got your lashes down, you got your lashes down, and I'm talking strip lashes. Good for you. Now, a lot of people, if they're gonna get sweaty, if they're not used to wearing lashes, you're gonna wanna cut them because you have a little bit more power with them. About placing them at the right eye area. They will be a little bit more attached because you're doing them separately, so there's a smaller amount of real estate on the eye, so it kind of grabs on more. And if you're doing it to yourself, it's a little easier to do. It's a little easier to do. So here we go with the second one, right in there, like so. And then just get your tweezers and get it in there. I do have a little glue on the eye, but that's okay. I can clean that up. I'm gonna go in there with a brush real quick, which I don't necessarily recommend because it might ruin the brush, but we got in there and we're okay. All right, so look at that. We got 2 parts lash, 1 more to go. Finish it. Ooh. Might need a little more glue. Oh, you know what else? If you use your tweezer, and it might have glue, it has a little glue on it. So it gets sticky and then it won't let the lash go. That's a good lesson. Take this brush again. Don't recommend ruining a brush. Okay, so there we have the full Demi lash. Look at that, makes such a difference. And then I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna put a little mascara on it and then put the other lash on. So we're gonna cut the other lash. Just get it on there good. Voila! she done. So I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna put another coat of mascara to fuse the natural lashes with the Demi lashes, and then we'll be done. So now we're gonna move, while that's drying, I'm gonna move to the face. First thing we're going to put on is, and this is one of my favorite primers, this is the blurring primer from Cover FX, and it's almost done. That's how much I use this. So I love this because this is the kind of primer that you could put on, like, I'll just do one side of the face. It just looks so good, and it kind of evens everything out, fills like in all the texture, and it makes it super smooth. And people ask me, like, do I need a primer? Listen, if you want your makeup to last longer and look better longer, then you definitely should use a primer. Simple as that. Bring it down the neck. If you're gonna use any foundation, wherever your foundation's gonna go, you wanna do the primer. Ah, feels so good. It makes your skin like super soft. Next, we're going to go into the Power Play foundation is what I use, and I love this foundation. It's a newer foundation from Cover FX. We use 3 different colors, and right here I have 3 different colors. And I created with her, we did the darker colors kind of on the outside and then the lighter colors on the inside. This is something you can do when you want to have a little bit more, you want things to be a little bit more 4D in your pictures. It's like contouring, but not as obvious, because she has to look just as good in person as she does in the pictures. So it's a very faint play on contouring. We're going on the outside with a little G50, which is a little darker. G50 on the outside and down the neck. Taking the G, putting it all around. It's just so smooth. I don't know if you can tell. It's just so smooth, and it looks so breathable. Like, you can still see my skin. Okay, so it's almost like we're doing like a beard strap with the G50. And then I'm taking the N40, and I'm going in the middle of the face with the N40. And then to blur any lines, I just kind of bounce, dab, and I want everything to look like her skin, because she, again, really wanted to be natural. So by using this Totally Immersed Beauty Blender, we get everything really close to the skin to make it look totally natural. So even if you were using a brush and you messed up on your strokes, by going over it again with this, you're kind of fixing any sort of weird marks you might have made with your fingers or your brush or however you put on foundation. So that's why I love the Beauty Blender. And they just came out with foundation too. We're gonna have to try it. So perfect skin, everything looks great. And then I'm taking a little bit of the Power Play concealer, and I'm going to dot it under the under eye area with my ring finger, and then take my ring finger, which is the weakest finger, and just blot until it all goes away. And then I'm gonna take the Beauty Blender and kind of just bounce a little bit in there. Now, normally I would say that with concealers, you wanna have different textured concealers for different parts of the face. Like, I would be like, get a different concealer for your under eyes than you would for like these imperfections. But this concealer works really well under the eyes and on imperfections. So you have a win-win here. Again, just kind of placing the concealer, using my ring finger, and then blending really lightly. Feeling really good about that. And then we're gonna just add a little bit of luminosity to the cheeks. This is the Custom Enhancer from Cover FX in Rose Gold. I'm obsessed with this color. And you can take a little of the Rose Gold, and I place it all over the apples of her cheeks. Right here on what I like to call the highlight line, and then blend with the blender. So it's just giving this really beautiful glowy skin. Again, when her skin catches the light, you can see it really well. So pretty. Okay. Then we use this highlighting palette and we use 24 karat and rose gold on the cheeks. These two, kind of blended them. And just kind of went over the apple of the cheek and up. And it gave, again, more luminosity. We don't want to lose that luminosity, and by kind of layering the textures of the rose gold and then the liquid and the powder, it's gonna last like all night. So there we have that really beautiful finish. And then let's do that second coat of mascara. Perfection. Then I took a little bit of the Cover FX translucent light all over the T-zone, because we don't want it shiny in the T-zone. Okay, and then last but not least, we took Sedona Sands by Burt's Bees. Placed all over the lips. So it's like a really pretty neutral pinky nude. And then we took Niagara Nude, and this is the liquid lipstick, and we placed that on top. And this also just has more staying power. I almost forgot. Cover FX mattifying spray. This is the best. All about long lasting, yomies. Yomies are you and homies combined, just in case you didn't know what it was. So there we have it. The whole look, totally done. Now I'm set. Super natural, super pretty. I love it, don't you? And I wore white because she got married in white, guys. Hey, Kaley, OMG, teeny, this is epic. We can't get enough. More. Cannot.
Wait, that's so pretty.
Oh my god.
Can you see the back at all?
Oh, teeny. Oh my god.
What?
See,
Are you just like us?
Siri, I pump gas just like you. I pull my pants down just like you. And Brad, what are you doing?
Just going through your stuff.
What?
Why are you yelling at us?
Oh my god, you look so pretty. I don't even have a filter on. This is insane.
Gorgeous.
Oh
You have
my.
a filter on that.
No, I don't. Brad? Brad?
Without the filter.
Okay.
What if I just bit your ear?
Shut up, Jamie.
We're ready, guys.
Jamie,
Kaley!
We gotta
Kaley!
go.
Wait, they're coming to get us in their car.
Pass this to your friends, comment below, subscribe, let me know what you want to see, and have a fabulous weekend. Bye!